Hello, one and all. This is Luckless LoveLocks. Welcome back to the Seance of Blake Manor. Sorry for the big break between vids. I just got a little bit busy, and we need to act on Hazel Erickson. We're actually trying to find Miss Deane's room, who is the one that's missing. So maybe we should... It says Miss Deane checked in only a few days ago, so someone should recall which room she stayed in. So let's talk to some people. Maybe we can look around as well. While we're doing that. Oh. Room plan. A map of the upper floor. This should be useful for placing which guest is located where. I was thinking the same thing. So that's this fine fellow.
Ah, there you are now.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but do I know you?
Ha no, I never said such. Just plainly, there you are, and you are.
You have me there, sir.
It's probably one of the more interesting guys in the mansion.
Sir, I'm no knight. I'm done enough in, and you can call me such. I'm a proud traveller protector of these lands.
Noted. I am Declan Ward. Also, not a knight.
And a protector of these lands?
Ha, good to meet you, lad.
I take it that you've come for the seance.
Ah, yes and no. I'm here because of the seance, but not for it.
He probably wants to stop it, right?
I have no urge to speak to the dead. I doubt they have much comfort to offer up. What interests me is those people who want to speak to the dead, how they intend to do it, and more, what they will be doing afterwards to clean up their mess. These rich people, they think because they force themselves on these lands they can do what they want to them? It won't stand. The land won't let it, and neither will I.
Let's... okay, we haven't analyzed this guy yet, so let's do that. Well, the staff is interesting. A yew branch with the simplest of ornamentation, but he carries it proudly. This belt's interesting. There's 4 things. Yeah, quite eye-catching. The helmet? Or crown, sorry. Roughly made crown of wood and leather. I was gonna say, and the beard. Looks to be living a hermit's lifestyle. Maybe he just likes beards. I feel like I kind of could have figured that out just by looking at him without having to do that. All right, we want to talk about Evelyn Deane. Have you met Miss Deane? Who? I've not met anyone with that name yet. Oh, okay. What else do I want to ask? Miss Deane's room, I guess, even though they haven't met? Do you know which room Miss Deane was in? Who? I don't know how to find my own room in this place. Never mind whoever that is. Sorry, can't help you. Okay, I gotta ask about the beard. He sports an uncommon look. A man is only truly free when he is free of the opinion of others. And a few words. Is there anything else? Oh, what about the dreams? Have you had any odd dreams since getting here? Strange dreams. Funny you say that. I don't recall the dream, but I woke this morning with both a wanting to stay and a wanting to get the hell out of this place. Sure. How am I meant to do both? I wouldn't say that's a direct match for the dreams Miss Deane and I had. It's close, but not enough. Okay.
No, I should go.
Only do something if you want, not because you should.
What is the mystery again? Okay, okay. Investigate room 20. Okay, all right. Investigate room 20. I may find some useful information searching Mr. O'Finn's room. Well, now we know he's in room 20, right? Can I check that Got the journal. I wanted to check the room assignments. We had the room 19 key. Okay, right now he's in here, so we might be able to check his room out. What is hourglass? You can skip to the next hour using an hourglass. Time can only be skipped forward, and hours lost cannot be regained. I'm going to keep investigating. There was that machine down below, too. That's the southeast upper corridor. Ladies' room? Was it? It was spacebar, right? Yeah, to see we could look at. Richard Blake, the 8th Marquess of Dune. 20. I can't hear anything. It doesn't seem like anyone is inside. That's where he's staying. Yeah, I guess I can't get in, right? Because we don't have the key. Creepy. The West Tower. Man, there's a lot to explore, eh? Let's talk to someone else, see if we can get some more hints. Okay, let's go downstairs. I don't think there's anyone else upstairs to talk to. A portrait of a woman with dark hair. She's holding an ornate vase that looks to be Egyptian? That's curious. The plaque reads Lady Wilhelmina Blake. Wilhelmina Blake. Didn't get a chance to look at this stuff before. I want to look at this device, though. A strange contraption, thanks. The gauge is no longer full, and the first light has gone out. I saw this happen when Mr. Toussaint decided not to go to the seance. I wonder, can I get it to decrease again by convincing another guest to avoid the event? That's the idea.
Mr. Ward, surely we have nothing left to discuss?
Oh, okay. What about Miss Deane's room? Do you know which room Miss Deane was staying in? No, I've been trying to find her for a few days. Yeah, I bet you have. She wants to eat her heart. She's a slippery one. If you find her or her room, do let me know.
I won't bother you anymore.
Goodbye now.
Surely he knows. Although,
Mr. Ward,
be hiding something.
I do hope the earlier commotion with the bird didn't disturb your rest. There is breakfast in the dining hall from 9 a.m., located in the east corridor here. And your fellow guests will be giving talks throughout the day in the drawing room, located in the west corridor. Is there anything else I can help with?
Yes. Which one is Miss Deane's room? She was in room... It seems I would need to check my records. She had a southern view. I recall her complaining about the noise as new guests arrived. Okay, southern... The why that matters now that she is gone is beyond me. Something else? What about the device? What is the purpose of the strange device in the atrium? A meter for the event, sir. Something to do with readiness for the seance. It was custom made with no expense spared. The Marquess, or perhaps Miss Mantovani, could explain it better for you. Anything else? What about the dreams? I've had the strangest dream since coming here. Is that something many people report? I have heard it said. It's not something you experience yourself? I have worked here for nearly 20 years, Mr. Ward. I don't often sleep off the grounds, so I could not guess what a normal dream would be for me. When one spends so much time in a place, To dream of corridors and doors and windows is sadly quite normal. I wouldn't say that's a direct match for the dreams Miss Deane and I had. Close, but not enough.
I need nothing else.
Certainly.
That's so weird that he wouldn't know, right? It's gotta be freaking blank. Let's check out this painting. Because the crow busted through the window here and landed on the ground, and someone pointed out in the comment section, here we go. These are the directions. That the crow is in this painting too, which is curious. The plaque tells me this is Walter Blake, the Marquess's only child. That's it. Is there anyone else to talk to here? Well, we know it was the south, right? So should I go south? Probably. Probably. Back to the lobby. So south, but not in here. I'm confused. What am I supposed to do with this? It says act on Hazel Erickson. Show Mr. Toussaint's notes and confront. Didn't I do this?
Mr. Ward, surely we have nothing.
Mr. Toussaint has compiled a veritable archive on Mrs. Erickson, now with the crucial proof that she is a fraud. Oh, okay.
Mrs. Erickson, we need to talk.
This had best not be about my personal affairs again. Why don't you do us both a favor, Mr. Ward, and stop interfering?
Is this going to get her to leave?
What could you, of all people, possibly have to say to me?
That's not a bad point. Perhaps you'll be more interested in what Mr. Toussaint has to say. Shall we go to your room then? Or would you rather discuss this in the open?
Oh.
Yes, my room, sir.
Interesting.
So you've read the notes and understand your situation. Whether you face eternal damnation now is a point of debate. You assume that this is linked to this magical nullness you have. You may well be wrong. But if you do this, then you are locking yourself onto that path. And Mr. Toussaint will ensure your remaining days will not be easy. Magic or no.
Still learning how
He's
this all
right.
works.
I'm a damned fool. I wanted so much to be special. To have what the others have.
Maybe she'll tell us more about her.
But now you have taken that hope from me. Maybe you will have saved my soul. But even now, I think I'd pay that price for a taste of that. If he wasn't going to rob my chance to use and appreciate it, I would curse you both if I didn't know there would be no venom in my bite. But he wins. I forsake this ritual. And I forsake this seance. I have no want to see others enjoying what I will never have. I hope they see their ghost and more. So much more.
I got another one down.
Now, I would really like to be left alone. I have a lot to think about.
Oh, no longer attending the seance. Using Mr. Toussaint as a safeguard, I have talked Mrs. Erickson down. Is there a reason why we wouldn't want to do that? Is the question. So far, the game's pretty easy. I'm curious to see how it will develop. I'm not saying that's a problem. Just coming from Blueprints, this is significantly easier. More adventure game style where you're just playing through a story. I was right. The gauge decreases as people's plans for the seance change. I'm still unsure of the device's purpose, but my gut says I want this as decreased as possible by the seance. Now, I mean, we kind of wasted a bit of time, but didn't matter in the end. If this seance has attracted the likes of Mrs. Erickson, then Miss Deane may be in even more danger than I realized. I was able to make her see sense, but I doubt that's enough to spare her from eternal damnation. She's a fraud, an unrepentant sinner, with no regard for the harm caused by her pursuit of power. But many desperate people, or how many desperate people has she cheated to get this far? Can she atone for what she's already done? That is, if she even realizes she needs to. Regardless, she's no longer my concern. Excellent. Oh, okay. Could be upstairs south, eh? Sounds like there's someone on the other side. Sir Michael Scarrett. Who's here? Do we know? There's someone there. Oh, it's some sort of Bosas. Southeast upper corridor. A bust of Thomas Blake, 1758 to 1813. Mr. O'Meara's bedroom? Contains linen and towels. Closet. Is being used for storage space. Now, we do have a map, right? Ah, here we go. Does it show where we are? We're here. Oh, right there. Well, there's one unassigned room. And a second one, but they're locked. Our room's up there. West Tower, East Tower. There's a basement, ground floor, and courtyards. I'm just going to look around. Maybe we can spot someone else here, but I guess it would show them, right? Book. I wonder if this contains an entry for Blake Manor. Lost Places. East Tower. Okay. It says locked, so I don't see much point in trying the doors. But it looks like there's two that are unassigned. Oh, double door. Edward Blake, the founder of Blake Manor. His outstretched hand makes him almost Christ-like, though he was anything but a savior figure. I could put something in his hand. I don't know if it's that kind of game. Just seeing if there's any other doors that are unlocked. No. So are these the only people that we can talk to right now? Everyone else is in their room? The library. Ooh. Certain topics can be researched in the library to uncover further information. Key research topics will always be found on the research desk. The bookshelves can be used to gain supplementary information. Topics can be learned from the other characters, evidence, and other research topics. Oh, research desk. This will be useful if I want to look up anything. Yeah, no one in here. But we are unlocking, or sorry, we're seeing more of the map. We're uncovering more of the map as we go. Mary Blake. Information on Mary Blake. After her marriage to Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doon, in 1881, she gained the title of Marchioness Blake established the Blake Foundation in 1890. Through the foundation, the Marchioness constructed and funded several orphanages, ragged schools, and widows' almshouses. What are ragged schools? In impoverished rural towns and villages across Connacht. The Marchioness committed much of the Blake fortune to the foundation and organized fundraising events across Ireland and Great Britain. She spent her free time teaching English in one of the foundation's local schools and privately funded the university education of over 40 pupils. That's good. Marchioness Blake took up a position of philanthropist and charity worker, acting as a pillar of her community and the very image of a God-fearing woman until her death in 1894. It's almost breakfast time. And here's Wilhelmina Blake. Born in 1788 to Thomas Blake, the 6th Marquess of Doon, she disappeared without a trace on the night of October 29th, 1828. Lots of people disappearing around here. She had a passion for music from an early age and was often called upon to entertain her father's guests with piano recitals in the drawing room. In the months leading to her disappearance, she developed a keen interest in Egyptology. So that was her holding the vase, right? After her uncle, Lord Bernard Blake, gifted her an ancient vase he recovered during an expedition in Gizeh. The vase disappeared on the same night as Lady Blake. Her father experienced episodes of melancholy in his later years and would roam the grounds searching for his daughter, adamant that she had never left Blake Manor. Her whereabouts and fate remain unknown. Wait, does this mean I lost? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I set a reminder for this. I think that's why that popped up. So now they've all moved. Let's go. Let's go talk to people there. Oh, she's back too. So hold on, where's breakfast served? There's a luck. I thought he said it was through here. But I don't. That's correct. Where are you serving breakfast, buddy?
May I be of service?
Is there anything here? Did we ask her about Evelyn? I'm sorry, but did you say Miss Deane departed already? Yes, Tuesday night, perhaps Wednesday morning. Her letter said she had to leave on short notice. Letter? In truth, she took her luggage and left in the middle of the night. In the morning, we found only a letter and her payment at the front desk. Would that be usual for her? I could not say, sir. This was the first time she stayed here. Right, okay.
I need nothing else.
Certainly.
So what is over here? Oh, psst, that's the drawing room, not the dining room. Should we take a look? Lectern. Timeline updated for Blake Manor. 11 a.m., The History of Blake Manor, Marquess Blake. At 3 p.m., The Other Crowd, Miss Callaghan. These are different talks. 5 p.m., What We Know of Ghosts, Miss Montevani. Sunday at 12 p.m., Catholic Mass, hosted by Father Sinnott. 3 p.m., Irish Mythology. Oh, I'm curious about that, Dr. Callahan. 5 p.m., History of the Region, Mr. Coventry. Protestant service at 11 a.m. in the church. That's good. Let's check this out. So no one in here right now. There's a book. Lectern. Chalkboard. Gramophone. Records. Anything else in here? Painting of Beatrix Blake. The West Tower. Let's just pop in there, take a look. See what the towers look like. We can go down. This is going to go into the basement, right? That's kind of creepy. We crouch? Yeah, we can crouch. Wait, what? What? Shit, is that because I crouched? That's fucking creepy. Let's check the basement. Oh, it's locked. Damn it. Oh, and there's a skull too. Oh man, all right. So I guess this is going to be an episode where we're just searching the manor to see where everything is. Sign says closed in preparation for Saturday evening's ball. Let's check this corridor out. Ah, here we go. There's someone. Gardens, bathhouse, and bar. Ah, dining room this way. All right. Back on track. Breakfast is served from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Lunch from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Dinner on Saturday is from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Dinner on Sunday is a silent dinner from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Mittens to Meals is closed on the half hour. Mr. Doyle. Well, obviously this pin. Unusual Celtic cross. Though it seems somehow different to many I've seen. Not too familiar with them, so can't say. It's got a bit of a worried look on his face, eh? Sunken red eyes, as if something is irritating them. Buttons? The gloves? Oh, I mean, obviously you can't notice the shaky hands. They're not moving. He's suffering from a tremor.
Hello again, sir. You here for the meal?
You must know what room.
Oh, sorry, sir. My name's Doyle. Seamus Doyle.
Seamus.
So, the meal?
I guess I can't talk to him.
Certainly, sir. Let me show you to your seat.
If you're looking for a seat, you're welcome to join us. I'm sure my companion here won't mind.
Mr. Dupré wants us to sit with them.
Why not? I'm being educated on the specifics of tomorrow evening's seance, and why, apparently, it's so impressive.
And Mrs. Darcy? Yeah, a 21. All right, I'll join them.
Declan Ward. Pleased to meet you both.
Allow me to introduce Mrs. Olivia Darcy, and I am Lloyd Dupré.
Would you believe that he's somewhat of an expert on all things related to death?
Is that the same voice actress as Old Skies? I'll have to look that up.
She means I am an
Sounds like her.
undertaker.
Ah, okay.
More than that, evidently. We were just talking about this grand seance, and I'm trying to understand what it is that makes it so grand. All seances are used to speak to ghosts. Is that not the entire point of them? So, wherein lies the distinction? Surely, if Miss Mantovani has held a seance before, then she has also made a ghost talk before.
Oh, I see some keys, right?
No, though I understand the confusion. We have gotten close to that feat, parallel to it, but direct communication has not been achieved. Seances are used to invite a ghost to communicate, and to provide a means for them to do so. In the most successful cases, the spirit speaks through the medium themselves. But those cases are debunked at worst, and uncorroborated at best. There is no way to prove beyond doubt that the medium did not make it up. Now,
That's convenient.
any records of direct sightings, and this is true of my own encounters, the ghosts cannot speak for themselves.
Interesting.
Miss Mantovani intends to...
Oh dear, I've made a right hames of this. Don't fret, nothing's broke.
Oh, do you need help, Mrs. Joyce?
Oh no, sir, thank you. I managed to drop it. I can manage to pick it back up, I'm sure.
Yoink.
What a ruckus.
Interesting.
That poor woman. Anyway, where was I? Yes. The hope is that Miss Mantovani, with the right time, place, and people around her, will cut out the middleman, or middlewoman in this case, and have the spirit speak for itself.
Well, that would be amazing. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I need this key for, but aside from snooping.
Is that really possible?
Tomorrow night, the veil between worlds will be at its thinnest, and it's especially thin here, in this part of the country. Then, the hotel. It's not without its storied history. Plenty of uncrossed souls in these walls. That, of course, is where the danger lies.
Danger?
Spirits aren't to be trifled with. That gets forgotten sometimes.
What about danger?
Do you think he'll be in danger attending the seance?
I am putting my trust in Miss Mantovani. I don't believe she'll lead us wrong. We'll be fine, I think. So long as no one disturbs her workings.
Perhaps I'll stand farther back from the proceedings than I initially planned. But I don't think I'm done with my questions, Mr. Dupré. I want to know more about your practice. After breakfast, would you join me for some air out front?
And I can snoop through your room.
It would be my pleasure.
But I could have sworn I'd left my key here. Maybe I dropped it. I'm sorry, Mr. Dupré. We will have to postpone that conversation. Once we're finished here, I'll need to go to reception and ask whether anyone has turned in my key.
Of course, madam. I'll be in the courtyard, should you find time to join me.
So I guess that's probably the breakfast, right? Yes. Ooh, creepy. Thomas Blake, the 6th Marquess of Dune. I keep reading Doom. We got check marks on some of them. In her late 20s. Upper middle class. She arrived on the 24th of October. Okay. I can build a profile on Mrs. Darcy by analyzing her, speaking to her or other guests about her, and searching the manor. Let's go to room 13. Neat. Can I fix that? I gotta fix it. A painting of a stag. It is set askew. Huh. Can we talk more?
Sorry, sir. Would you mind waiting until we had the place cleared before returning?
No, we can't. Okay. So this is to the seance. The stables. They open at 10. East Tower. This goes down to the basement too. Looks like. Staff only. Locked. Nothing there, apparently. For now. Gardens, bathhouse, and bar. And now everyone's spread out, huh? There's still people in there. Oh, she's checking her for her key. So if I want to check it out, probably want to do it now before we use up too much time. What's over here though? Supply closet, the bar. Oh, now those are turning. Locked oak door. I don't think it sees much use. From my memory of the outside, I suspect this leads to the Blake private residence. So do these all turn to face me? Is that what's going on here? Maybe I have to get them all to turn. It'll do something. Just throwing that out there. Bathhouse. Bathhouse is closed for the winter months. Gardens. They open at 10. Northern basement. There's another one. Rabbit. So 8, 7. So 13 should be over here. There it is. Doesn't seem to be anyone inside. I don't know how long we have. Let's use our time wisely. First, let's do a sweep here. Can we hide or something if she comes in? Maybe back here? I don't know if that's the thing in this. The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Information on the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. It seems rather rudimentary reading for a fully fledged member. A book that has clearly been handled with care. Aha. Oh, it's just a stool. I was like, something's hidden under that bed. Some novels, a few bookmarked partway through. This book appears to have been read many times. A book on spiritualism. The information within seems targeted to the inexperienced. An assortment of clothing. Her shoes seem to be of a medium size. Dress clothes, nothing important. Clothes for the event, none of it noteworthy. Okay, this just seems like nothing. This looks like the important part here. Cross. Protestant cross, okay. Notes of Damask Rose. Someone else would know better. Notes she is making about the event, but they seem less academic in nature and more for a work of fiction. She's writing a book about this, maybe. A journal? Those blasted dreams of home. I don't want to go home. Not after what happened. I want a new life. There's a loose page slipped in here. A medical certification showing Mrs. Darcy was bedbound for some time in the autumn of last year with a cold. The doctor listed it as a medical code UO33? Whatever that means. Medical code, okay. Rather racy letters to Mrs. Darcy's husband. But they don't seem to be written by Mrs. Darcy herself. Does that writing look familiar? Uh-oh. Oh. Are there any similarities between these letters? Yes! I see it already. And the Y? I guess the E as well. Yeah. And the A. It matches. It seems Miss Deane is the author of those letters to Mr. Darcy. So Miss Darcy has a connection to Miss Deane, one with an inbuilt motive. Probably a good time to leave. We found the important stuff. Unless there's something in here. Stool. Aha! Vial of poison. Why on earth does Mrs. Darcy have a bottle of thallium? I'll close that. A check in here? Nope. Mrs. Darcy's schedule for this weekend. I have noted her movements in my timetable. She's in the lobby until 11 a.m. I definitely want to be notified about that. I guess I want to be notified of all this stuff. Really important events. Okay, so let's open up Darcy. In her late 20s. Medium in size for shoes. Protestant. This is great. I'm really liking this. I'm going to try to remember all this stuff, but at least I've got notes that are taken for me as well. Now, should I return the key? Maybe he knows about poisons. So straight, then take a right. Seems like a knowledgeable guy about nature, right?
And you're back.
Let's ask about her first. Do you know Mrs. Darcy? Aye, best of friends, her and me. No, you'll be shocked to know she wants nothing to do with me. No skin off my nose. Okay. I'm gonna ask him about his stuff, the crown. It's an unusual crown you wear. Crown? That's the pale speaking in you, lad. It's a circlet. It's a sign of my station as a druid, protector of this land and its inhabitants. Crown. Ah, okay. We can talk about the washerwoman. Let's follow up on that. Last night, as I arrived, I saw a woman washing clothes in the fountain. I knew there would be death here. I'm sorry? You saw a bin nigh, lad. Spells trouble of the life-ending type. She's a portent, you see, an omen. One that means death and grief have come to your house. Somebody will die here this weekend, possibly more than one, certainly no less. Miss Deane, am I too late? What about... Let's talk about druids. You say you're a druid. Aye, as much as anyone can be. The Catholics didn't leave much trace of the old ways, but I've pieced together a tradition that feels all right to me, and called it Druidism. No more made up than anything else, mind. For the most part, I just treat all natural things as equal in value. People, plants, animals, and places. Real places, the wild and such. Not man-made intrusions like this manor. Bloody eyesore. Tell me more about the code of conduct. What is the code you live by? It's nothing fancy. I try to treat all people, creatures, plants, and places as equal. I leave no trace. I burn safely, and I leave my share for the other folks. I mean, I like that. I live my life by that a little bit. What about the belt? Do you like it? I killed and skinned the deer myself, I think. My cousin Connor helped me shape the tin. That man is fierce, handy with a ball hammer. And the staff? It signifies that I'll bash you if you come near me or mine. No, you mind what they say, lad. There are still plenty of snakes in Ireland. Yes, that's fast. Maybe you know about the device. I have, and I don't like it. It has a bad energy off it. Whatever it's measuring, it's part of the seance. And that means I don't trust it. So the I means we already asked about it, eh? Have you witnessed any strange occurrences since you got here? There's whispering coming from my fireplace. That's strange enough for you? Probably just the old chimneys, but it sounds like it's asking home. Bizarre? So I can't ask about the poison. What about the seance? What are your thoughts on the seance? Oh, very exciting to talk to a ghost. I'm sure the dead have lots to say. Oh no, my God isn't real. I wasted my life. So-and-so didn't show up for my funeral. Riveting. I'm more interested in the mad fellas who think death is more interesting than life, and the stupid things they'll do to prove it. Okay. I kind of like this guy. Is he going to tell us his timetable? I'm told there's a big party on later. I'll go to that, I guess. Fancy dress, I reckon. That means they'll dress like me and I dress like them, no? I'm told there's proper history. Good history in the gardens. So I'll go there while it's bright, then head off to the bar when it's dark. I'll wander the hedge maze after lunchtime, I think, and go get a gator in the bar before the dinner bell. Not sure what else there is to do. I'm told talks, but talking to me is a two-way thing. Not sitting down so somebody can tell you about their hobbies. And for Sunday? Oh, who knows? Tomorrow's too far away to be worth thinking about today. There's the seance anyway. Could spend some time getting on Fiat's nerves, though. That's always fun. She said she'd be doing some work with the well after lunch. Might stick my face in and see how she's getting on. Anything else? Well, I'm not going to ask him about everyone else yet.
I should go.
Only do something if you want.
I don't know if I want to spend more time with him. But I can't go in there to talk to them yet. Oh, hello. Let's go talk to what was his name again? Dupré. Room 11. Okay. So that's down in the courtyard. By the fountain. Or, oh, I think it's actually by that statue, right? Can I listen in?
Yes, madam.
I seem to have misplaced my room key.
I see. Let us see what we can do about that for you. Now, where has that spare key gotten to?
I can talk to them, eh? Okay. She's got a devious looking face, like disdain. She does not seem impressed with something. The event, the attendees, or me perhaps? She's clutching that purse pretty tightly. Tan line. Ah, evidence of a ring worn for a long time and since removed. And large brooch. Perhaps representing something and less dainty than one would expect such a lady to wear.
Mr. Ward, you've come back to me.
You're irresistible, milady. What's up with that brooch? Yes, well, it's actually very important. I'd tell you, but it's a secret. One of those hush-hush secret society things, you see? What, am I out of time? Oh, I'm too close?
That was all. Good day, Mrs. Darcy.
Good day, Mr. Ward.
It's because I set a reminder, right? Man, it's so easy to run out of time. What was going on at 10? Oh, nothing special. The stables are open. All right, I'm going to talk to you some more then.
Mr. Ward.
Like, hey, I found this vial of poison. That seems really impolite to bring up. What's the look on your face, though? You seem unimpressed with something, Mrs. Darcy. Do I? I suppose you want to know if it is with you, hmm? Well, you can rest easy. Since coming here, I have a great many things on my mind, and none of them are to do with a man I just met. Fair. Now I think we can bring up the tan line. Why aren't you wearing your ring? Have you recently removed a ring, Mrs. Darcy? Remember, there's 2 rings on her makeup table. I may or I may not have. In either case, it's none of your concern. What about Miss Deane's room? Near me, I know that. I overheard her and Miss Quinn arguing the other night. Not sure of the actual room. I don't recall seeing her coming or going from any room in particular. Okay, so near her, near Miss Darcy. If I could write properly. Just have a notebook here. I gotta try. I'm so curious. What happens if we talk about the poison? Isn't she gonna know that we got into her room? Okay, I'm doing it. In your stories, has anyone ever been poisoned? Of course, I've used them all. Arsenic, cyanide, and strychnine. But my real favorite is thallium. It's tasteless and odorless, you see. It's very believable that a victim could ingest it without knowing. And as it's a relatively new substance, the reader can believe it when a doctor misdiagnoses it as severe gastroenteritis. Okay, so it's not like we found this poison. Mistress? You ever used an affair or infidelity as a plot point in a book? You know, if you just read my books. But yes, I did once. A woman's husband cheated on her, and the reconciliation night was his alibi for a murder. In hindsight, I do not think I did justice to how devastating it can be. If I were to revisit that story now, he would need another alibi. Interesting. So it's based on real life? Let's ask about her. Well, now, I have not made introductions. Or is this an attempt to charm me? Let's see. My name is Olivia Darcy, as you know, and I am visiting from London. Moreover, I am sorely missing the city. It's very clean here, quiet too. I am going to appreciate the city so much more when I get home. How about these letters? Do you have reason to believe that your husband was writing to someone he shouldn't have been before his death? Oh, do I? My Cecil was quite the wordsmith. It was what had me fall for him in the first place. Now, if only he'd had the decency to save those love letters for me. Medical certificate. Has your work given you any expertise on medical documentation? Oh goodness, no. The odd time I would need to include something like that. It's off to the library for me, or I might pester my cousin who has himself become a doctor. Okay, anything else I want to talk to her about? Evelyn Deane? Have you ever met Miss Deane? Miss Deane is... Oh, her. I know of her, but I can't say I know her personally. But she did make herself known the other day, arguing with Miss Quinn outside my door. I might have minded more, but honestly, it was quite the story. What about the Order? Found that book in her room. Oh, well, Mr. Ward, I'm not sure I should say anything at all. I wouldn't want to betray their trust in me, you understand? What about strange occurrences? Tricks of the light and imagination, Mr. Ward, most certainly. I mean, aren't they? She's not a believer. In the dreams? Really, please do tell me more about your half-remembered slumbers. Honestly, Mr. Ward, there are so many real and tangible things happening here, and you want to discuss dreams? All right, not anymore.
All.
Good day, Miss.
I'm gonna go out and talk to Darcy. We're getting close. Whoa. We were here at night before. Now it's foggy outside. Maybe he'll have some ideas on the room. Or something else. At the Rose. Well dressed, and it is evident he can afford some luxury. He's got a ring too. It's apparently not of interest. Oh, there's a symbol. A finely crafted tattoo and a design I don't recognize. We've got to ask about that. It's visible.
Hello again, my friend.
Let's ask about him first. Tell me about yourself, Mr. Dupré. Let's see, I run a funeral home back home in New Orleans, but I have come to Ireland to handle a personal matter. I wasn't expecting to end up at a thing like this, well, here, but when I learned of the event, it seemed like something I couldn't miss out on. I have an interest in your mythology and, well, voodoo. It's not uncommon back home, but I know it scares outsiders. So an event that mixes both, how could I not attend? Tell me about the tattoo. Oh, this? It's Maman Bridgette's Vive, her mark. Consider it a devotional symbol. I'm an ungen of hers, as a priest of such. So like a voodoo priest? She's our lower of life and death. I suppose your analogy to a lower would be saint. She is born of your pagan goddess Bridget. Her believers took her with them when they fled to America. I guess the journey changed her, for want of a better way to explain it. There's so much information. Tell me more about the goddess. I do. A friend of mine was a priestess of hers. Brid was not one of the sovereignty goddesses, but in some ways she should have been. When the Catholic Church came here, she alone was deemed too powerful to be swept under the rug. So they canonized her. Saint Bridget of Kildare, she became. A lot of the same domains, husbandry, midwifery, healing. You may have noticed her crosses hung along the walls of the manor. My own Lao, Mama Bridget, is said to be part of the old goddess that fled the church and was changed in that journey. It's interesting, isn't it? 3 versions of the one goddess, all distinct yet so similar, all back together under his roof, so to speak. I take it you're close with Maman Bridget, Mr. Dupré. Deeply, Mr. Ward. When grief is a constant companion, she is there to remind me that both the living and the dead need healers. I am devoted to her and her teachings. You know, Mr. Dupré, I can't help but admire your clothing. It's quite fine. Haha, why, thank you. I run a funeral house back home. It's not glamorous work, but it's more than worthwhile. And I'm lucky enough to do quite well for myself these days. Let's ask about Darcy. I have indeed spoken to Miss Darcy. She's a wonderfully sharp and dry woman. Talking to her is a sparring match, and I enjoy that immensely. And what about Evelyn Deane? I believe I have met everyone here. I don't know her particularly well. Everyone here is new to me, but I gather she is a powerful practitioner. And a woman with complicated connections to many here. I suppose that is to be expected when one is at the top of one's game. And what about her room? Miss Darcy mentioned overhearing a fight between Miss Deane and Miss Quinn outside her room, room 13. I cannot help beyond that. I gotta ask about Domhnall. So rarely do you meet people whose charms are matched by their honesty. I could spend hours in his company, though I'd be lying if I said I understood every word he said. I had the same feeling too. Anything else? The dreams and occurrences I'm interested in. Have you... Oh, and Mr. Doyle, of course. Of course, he runs the bar in the evenings, and I've enjoyed the odd drink there. He's not much company and seems uncomfortable taking tips, but he seems harmless enough. The dreams. I've been having the strangest dreams of late. Have you now? I'll confess to some strange patterns, yes. Mine started with classic Celtic iconography around the hotel. Standing stones, spirals, all that. It was all in the manor walls at first. But the more often I dream it, the more I'm seeing the same elements, but in my funeral parlor at home. That sounds unnerving. At first I found it quite comforting. The views of home are crystal clear and helped with my homesickness. But once I realized I could not reach home, then yes, unnerving. I could only ever find my way to the seance, or what I took to represent that, at least. It's given some apprehension about attending, I cannot lie. I've already been here the longest, at least from the guests. Any longer, and I fear this place will get its claws in me for good. Another person has experienced the same dream as Miss Deane and I. Can I find 2 more? Oh, new library topic. Okay. Have you noticed anything strange while you've been staying here? It would be the place for that. I keep finding ash on my clothes. I don't have the faintest idea where it's coming from. Admittedly, I was afraid that... Well, I've brought an urn with me. Thankfully, the lid is on tight. You brought an urn with you. What about the device? Mr. Dupré, have you seen that odd machine in the atrium? Of course! It's a most wondrous thing. I don't have the faintest idea what it is, but it's very impressive. What about the washerwoman? I witnessed a person washing clothes in the fountain when I arrived, and I'm wondering if you experienced anything like this. Not I, but I believe there is a creature here, a variant on the more well-known bean scythe. Instead of keening or singing to forewarn of death, this other creature washes the clothes of the doomed soul. I think she's called the Bean Nye, or washerwoman. I suspect there are entries on her in the library. Kind of pushing me towards the library. And let's ask about timetable. Plenty, Mr. Ward. Though I have an especially busy day tomorrow, so I think I'll take today a little easier. Well, first of all, how could I resist a talk from our resident mystic, Miss Mantovani? I will be in attendance at 5 p.m. Before then, a walk in the hedge maze before attending Miss Callahan's talk at 3, I think. I don't want to wear myself out for the ball, so I won't do much more than that today. Then tomorrow, there's lunch in the dining room at 1, and I think I'll take a late nap at 5. I suspect it will be a long evening. I also have a scrying session with Miss Callahan at 11, and I'm attending her nephew's talk at 3. I'll certainly join the silent dinner at 8. Well, I'm hoping a certain spirit might attend. And then we reach the big moment, the grand seance. I assume I will see you there? What are your feelings on this grand seance, Mr. Dupré? I must tell you, Mr. Ward, I am no stranger to death, assuredly no stranger to spirits. But never before have I heard one speak, and as compelling as that may be, the chill in my bones endures. You believe there's a risk? Oh, I'm sure Miss Mantovani will take good care of us. But I am an undertaker, Mr. Ward. I have welcomed the rageful dead, those unwanted, those unclean, or two in between to find their gods. And I fear we forget that people after death are simply themselves with nothing left to lose. that's pretty friggin' scary. Let's just finish it off. Have you spoken to Mrs. Erickson? I have indeed. She wanted to know what sort of interest I had in all these supernatural affairs. And she had all sorts of questions once I told her. She's from New York, she tells me, and they prefer their seances, so we exchanged some notes, so to speak. And Varley? I wouldn't say we spoke much, but enough that I can say he seems like a decent fellow.
Not at all, Mr. Ward. But I won't keep you.
Okay. I don't know if I need to actually find the room or I just need to, like, make a guess. But it's probably 15, right? I just noticed that symbol. How would I ensure that's the room? Talk to more people, I guess, eh? Ah, good. I'm going to talk to this woman on the next episode, though. It's going to be like this. We got a lot of exploring to do. We have a lot of information to find. So it'll be a little bit slow moving. And I think the game is kind of slow. It's like, it's going to build up, right? Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you can afford it, become a member or leave a super thank you. I will see you on the next one, and I love you all.